We're back with another book a trip with me, and this one is special because it's my birthday trip. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Brains of Chloé is all things personal finance, travel, and lifestyle vlogs. I have been waiting to go on this trip. I've wanted to go for years, and that trip is Iceland. Boop, 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 boop. Going to Reykjavik, and y'all get to come along for the journey. So book a trip with me. I did this for my Cabo trip before, but basically in this video I show you all the things that I booked for my trip. So all the planning things that went into booking this trip. For the Cabo video, I did that one live, and I ended up going through this whole issue of the flights increasing. So this video technically won't be live, but I did record the whole booking session of my flights, and I'm gonna walk you guys through that. And of course, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the Iceland travel vlog. So make sure you stay for the whole video and you can see that one. Let's get into it. Obviously, birthday trips are very special. I'm also going with two of my friends. So it's going to be 3 of us total going to Iceland. We all actually kind of have different flights. I flew in from Dallas. I've been in New York for a couple of days, and I'm leaving out of New York. I'm going with my friends Naomi and Ashley. Tomorrow night I actually fly out to Iceland, so I'm really trying to film this before I get going. We leave Monday night, October 17th, and we arrive in Iceland Tuesday, October 18th, and we are there until Saturday, October 22nd. We have a lot of things we're gonna be doing, so I think that's the perfect amount of time. Obviously, we will be out there for my birthday, so my birthday is the Thursday, October 20th. The first thing that really just made me think Iceland was so cool were the Northern Lights. To me, they just look awesome, so I've always loved that. And of course the Blue Lagoon, like how can you go to Iceland and not do that? So obviously y'all know those are probably 2 of the activities we'll be doing. I'm not gonna say exactly everything we're doing, but obviously the vlog will include that. I think October is a perfect time to go. It's honestly not that cold at this time of the year. During the day it's around like 40-ish degrees Fahrenheit, and at night it goes down to the 30s. That's honestly not that cold. So that's just like the trip details why I wanted to go. So as I said before, I recorded me booking the whole flights because as soon as I saw it, I had to book it. I was not taking a chance of the flights not being there anymore. So I booked my flights during a promotional period that American Express had for a transfer bonus. Let's quickly get into that recording session and we'll see the flights that I booked. Okay, so we are first starting off in Air France, and this is just to look for the flights that I wanted. So those were the dates that I wanted to go to Iceland, and I'm going to hit search. And here you can see it's showing the economy option and the business option. I did contact Delta, and business is considered their Delta 1 cabin. I wasn't sure about that myself, but what Air France calls business is Delta 1. And that's what you would get if you were to book economy. But for the flight going, I wanted to be in Delta 1 in first class. And now my return flight, as you can see, they don't offer the business one on Air France. So I was going to choose economy anyway, so that's what I'm picking. And going to hit select, and here you have it, 79,000 miles, $45.17 total. Now the best part of this is that I didn't have to use up 79,000 points because American Express had a transfer bonus with Air France and KLM. So as you can see here, I only need to transfer over 64,000 points instead of having to transfer over 79,000 points. And here I was just showing you that you have to do in increments of 1,000. So I had to transfer over a little bit more than what I needed, but that is fine. This specific transfer bonus ended June 15th, 2022, but Amex had a bunch of transfer bonuses back in September, and I did a whole video on that. I did another flight example if you want to check that one out. But transfer bonuses happen throughout the year, so definitely pay attention to transfer bonuses because that's when you're going to get better value for your Amex membership reward points. Okay, and this is just me confirming transferring the points.
It typically says that it takes around 48 hours for them to transfer, but I've never had it take that long. This is my second time transferring out points, and they've gone instantly. And as you can see here, it went instantly. So now I am booking my trip. The reason why you don't see the business Delta One option available for all flights is because since this is an airline partner, Delta doesn't always offer the flights. But again, here we are in the final screen. So I paid on Air France, and then I got to the section where I could choose my seats. This is the Air France option, and then I decided I wanted to go to Delta so I could get a more detailed view of my flight, but also show y'all what the actual dollar value of my flights were. So I just chose the Delta One for the going, and this is the return. I'm choosing main cabin, and as you see, $2,639.57. The point value ended up being a little bit over 4 cents per point for my Amex points, so that was great. And then this is the detailed seating chart. So I'm gonna kind of just quickly go through this. That's what the whole plan looks like, and I chose 3A for my going seat. Okay, so that was the walkthrough of booking my Iceland flights. As you saw, I transferred over 64,000 membership reward points, and I only had to pay $45.17 out of pocket, so we love that. I don't believe I recorded me booking my Dallas to New York flights, but for that one I used my JetBlue TrueBlue points, and it was 13,900 points, and just had to pay for the tax, so $11.20. So that's all I had to pay for my birthday trip regarding flights, and can't complain about that. That was a pretty great deal. But for going, the Delta One availability kept on going in and out because I was checking this probably a month. I was just researching and seeing like how this would work out. So when I went to check that day that I booked it and I saw that the Delta One was available for the 17th again, finally, I just jumped on it and booked it. Next, let's get into hotels, apartments, accommodations, all that stuff. If you've been to Europe before, then you know that a lot of the times the hotels have smaller rooms, comparing it to US size. I was finding a hard time finding a decent size for 3 people. So it ended up being that like we had to book an Airbnb. I'm just like a hotel girly, so I rather have a hotel if I can, but it just wasn't working out. So I found an Airbnb, I booked that Airbnb, and I messaged the host and I was like, oh, we're coming for my birthday, I'm excited for the trip, blah blah blah. He's like, oh, that's great. And like 2 days later, if that, I get an email saying that I'm getting refunded, and I'm like, what? And I look and he canceled. No message explaining why, nothing. He just canceled. Another reason why I don't like Airbnbs, because you never know. So there was another Airbnb, the second option, that we also really liked. So I was like, okay, whatever, let me go book that one. Within like 2 days, that one had already booked up. It was crazy. So we couldn't even book that one. So now I'm really stressing, like trying to find different options, because even though it's just 3 of us, I found it to be pretty difficult to find apartments that have like multiple bedrooms, so people aren't sharing beds and like that kind of situation. It was actually very hard to find. I ended up booking 2 places. So I booked the Grand Hotel Reykjavik, and I booked their junior suite, because when I booked it, I thought it was like multiple bedrooms. We'll get into that. So I booked the Grand Hotel Reykjavik junior suite, and then I booked the place that we're definitely going to, Tyr Apartments. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but I booked the Tyr Apartments, and that one is actually listed on Airbnb and Booking.com, but it was cheaper on Booking.com, so I booked it through Booking.com, and I will put that one on the screen now, just so you can see what it looks like. And during the vlog, I'll try to do a quick tour of it as well, but it has multiple bedrooms, multiple beds. It's still in the city center, so pretty close to things. Things are very walkable in like the downtown Reykjavik area. Yeah, so I actually just recently canceled the Grand Hotel. I kept that as a backup just in case this one happened to cancel on me too. The Grand Hotel, even though it was a junior suite, when I messaged the hotel to confirm like what the configurations would be, it was basically just going to be 3 twin beds in like 1 bedroom. Like nobody wants to be cramped up in 1 room. And that one was book now, pay later anyway, so that worked out. Canceled that, and now we're staying at the Tyr Apartments. And the total for the apartment for 4 nights came out to be $1,090.46. And then obviously we're dividing that by 3 people, so about $364 per person. Flights, hotel,
all that stuff out of the way. So next, let's talk about transportation. A lot of the vlogs I've seen over the years and the research I've done, a lot of people do rent cars in Iceland, but I don't like driving on vacation. I will say this over and over again. And plus, this is like a foreign place, like who knows the driving situations, and like what if there's like a big snowstorm, like who wants to be stuck driving that? And then I've also seen other videos say it also is expensive to even rent a car and then to refill on gas. Iceland is known to be like pretty pricey. I did a lot of research and figured out it actually wasn't that hard. So the main airport, Kef, it's about 45 minutes to an hour away from downtown Reykjavik where we're staying. So we booked round trip airport transportation. It's basically like a big coach bus round trip. That one is $62. We booked that. There was a couple other companies, but they're all basically around that price. And then for transportation, getting to all the excursions and activities we're doing, a lot of the activities we book actually include transportation. So they'll pick you up either like where you're staying. They do a lot of hotel pickups. They don't do like Airbnb and apartment pickups really. We're gonna walk to a bus stop, and it's only like a 3-minute walk from our apartment, so that's fine. So they basically do pickups and drop-offs, and they take you around to all the different places. That's what we're doing. And then other than that, we might need a taxi here and there. I found a taxi company that people highly rate, but I don't really think we'll need that. That's it for transportation. Like everything else, we'll be doing a lot of walking. It's a very walkable area from what I've seen. And now the activities. So I already said Northern Lights and Blue Lagoon are definitely things that we're doing during this trip. And that's all I'm telling you in this video. You have to watch the vlog to see everything that we do, but it's going to be great. So in total, we booked 3 different excursions, tours, activities to do in Iceland. And the total for that is $405.64 for the excursions and tours that we booked. We booked through Viator, TripAdvisor. You already know I always use Airbnb experiences, TripAdvisor, Viator when I'm looking for activities and stuff to book. Those are pretty much your go-tos when you're trying to book activities. And basically that's all the planning and costs that went into the trip.
Here is a quick summary of my out-of-pocket costs, and my total trip planning cost for me was $885.73.
I'm ready for this trip. Can't wait. The glow up already started. The nails, the hair. I will also be doing a video of my experience in the Delta One first class seating. And I also recently found out that because I booked that Delta One seat, I also get access to the Delta Sky Club Lounge before my flight. So, eek! Finally, this is going to be my first time in a lounge. You know, we're leveling up for the birthday and all that. Let me stop. I will do a mini vlog review of the lounge and the seating. To be honest, I have a feeling it's going to be an older plane, not one of their new ones. I have a feeling. I mean, crossing my fingers, it's a newer one, but I have a feeling it's going to be an older plane, so we shall see. But regardless, it's still upgraded lifestyle, so I'm not complaining. And of course, as promised, let's look at a sneak peek of my Iceland travel vlog. All right, there you have it. Stay tuned for all these videos that I have coming soon for y'all. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up so I know to continue to make more videos like this. I do like making the book a trip with me because I feel like it's cool to know kind of what to expect when you're booking a trip or how different people book travel. It's interesting to know to me, so let me know if y'all like that too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you at the next video.